What's up, Philly?
McKinley gets to it. The shot is in. They score.
I don't buy frustration. I don't like the term. I don't like the word. You go out and you work hard and you do the things that are in front of you. Bottom line. So if that's the case, then we got to get over that, and we got to put that aside because that's not a good reason.
Here's McKinnon. Great maneuver out in front. Save rebound, and they score. Duchesne blasted home. And for the second time, the Avalanche score in the first minute of a period.
No, I haven't watched the tape. I don't need to watch the tape.
It goes to Como, and that will do it as he clears the zone. Reto Berra stops all 25 shots fired his way, and the Colorado Avalanche begin their 7-game road trip with a convincing 4-0 win.
We didn't play hard enough last night, so we're going to come out and we're going to, that was a hole in our game last night, so we're going to come out and work at it today, regardless of when we play.
Yeah, Mo, that team sure did suck last night. They just plain sucked. Well, I've seen teams suck before, but they were the suckiest bunch of sucks that ever sucked.
Now, Andy Robb, Ken Prell, the Philly Hockey Guys.
Oh, man. Well, that was a complete, I'm so glad we make predictions. I was right. I said the winning team would have 4 goals. I just picked it to be the Flyers. Yeah, and who scored? Hold on, I don't know if I can count that high. How many was that? Hold on here. Let me 0. 0. I'm really just embarrassing. Yeah, I don't know what's worse, watching the Flyers right now, or if you just took. I'm drinking a tea right now. If you just took this and just threw it in my face. Yeah, drinking a tea out of a 1995 Batman Forever mug, mind you. I have the Riddler one at home. Seriously, what's worse? Watching this team right now or getting scalded in the face with hot liquid? I might have to go with watching the Flyers. Welcome to another episode of the Philly Hockey Guys podcast. Yeah, at least we don't have Flyers in our name. It's really hard. I gotta tell you, I still love doing the show, even though there's not much to talk about because this team is just so horrible. I'm Andy Robb. Ken Prell. You can follow us on Twitter at Philly Hockey Guy. We're also on Reddit, Flyers, all that stuff. Every time I take a sip of this tea, I'm like, somebody just throw this in my face. Honestly. Oh, terrible. All right. So let's go ahead and, I guess, get to the recap on Tuesday night. Of course, Colorado came to town. The Flyers were back home for the first time in 2 weeks. Back at that Wells Fargo Center. They were going to keep that momentum going after that win they got the other night against Winnipeg. But nope. The Avs go out and beat the Flyers 4-0. 4-0. Shutout at home. Well, that's it for the show. Thanks so much for listening. I mean, seriously, going into that game, Colorado has looked like garbage all year. If you watched that game the other night, though, against the Flyers, they looked like Stanley Cup contenders. Yeah. Especially the first 2 periods. I mean, I didn't even have a chance to turn the game on before they were down 1-0. Yeah, that was 57 seconds into the game. That was losing. Something. I was like, as soon as that happened, I threw my hands up. I was like, that's going to be one of those kind of nights. Okay. Well, it was such a weird goal that went in, and you could see it really messed with Neuwirth the entire game because he was fighting the puck. Must have really messed with the rest of the team, since they decided not to show up at all. Well, the rest of the team is really 50-50 at this point if they're going to show up or not. But Neuwirth and Mason, for that matter, the goaltenders have always shown up, but I mean, I don't know what to say. And it's like, at some point, I want them to start winning again so we can start doing rage-inducing Facebook comments again on the show. And you know what? There's no point to doing it right now. Because sometimes, now the people that are being irrational, being like, oh, this sucks, that sucks, it's like, you kind of have to agree with it. You're not as crazy as stupid as I thought you were. So anyway, back to this game, if you want to actually call it a game. The Flyers only had, only 14 shots through 2 periods. 14 shots through 2 periods. The second period was probably some of the ugliest hockey I've seen. Well, so was the first, though. Let's not. Yeah, but the second period, Colorado really took it to them in the second period. Jesus. And again, I know. You're lucky enough to survive the first period, only being down 1. And then you come out in the second period, and you know what? You go, let's top the first period and give up a goal within 30 seconds.
And they did. That was very bold. Can I just say?
Yeah.
That was bold.
I don't know what the strategy is there.
I don't even know what play boldly means anymore. Because I'll tell you one thing: if that's the moniker for the team that they're going with the slogan or whatever the hell they're calling it, they're doing something that is not bold at all. Drown boldly, like we said in the other one.
That's basically what it is.
They're all eating Milky Ways.
Yeah. So just an overall, an embarrassing, pathetic performance. Team performance.
I could probably go out there. We could probably go out there and play better.
Well, let's not get crazy.
Look, I bet you if we took all of Reddit Flyers, all the hockey players there for Reddit Flyers, I bet you we could probably beat the Avalanche.
Maybe score a goal. I don't know about beat.
Well, that's a victory.
That would be
better than the
that
Flyers.
would be a moral victory, yes.
Wouldn't we?
Yes.
I mean, we could lose 65-1, but the main difference is Reddit Flyers scored a goal. You got nothing to say to that.
I don't. I can't argue with it. That's the sad part.
I'm starting to think somebody actually really does have a voodoo doll and is actually like cursing this team. Because I mean, like
it's embarrassing.
You can't wrap your head around it. You can't even make sense of it anymore. We're going like trying to be objective on a week-to-week, game-to-game basis. Speaking of which, we do so many shows with this. We're trying to like do almost every one this season. But man, when these problems don't get solved, where it seems like the hole just keeps getting deeper and deeper for this team, it is really aggravating. And maybe this is the team's way of saying, we don't need a podcast.
so they're coming directly after us, and this is how?
I think they're doing it for spite. No, but in all seriousness, I mean, it is. It's aggravating. And I'm sure it's aggravating for people listening, too, because I'm like, what is there positive about this team right now, aside from Neuwirth, and you have a good tandem with him and Mason? What else do you have?
Go
ahead, keep reading the notes. Take as much time as you need.
Wait. I've got nothing.
Well, now that I've finished my tea, I'll ask you another question.
All right.
Do you think if I got struck in the back of the head hard enough, a blunt force blow from a Batman Forever mug, would that be enough to kill me?
Probably not. We can try, though.
The Flyers are basically the hockey equivalent of the plot of Batman Forever.
Terrible?
No, Forever kind of had more of a plot than Batman and Robin.
Oh, Batman! That's
Batman
what I was
and Robin
thinking
was
of.
really bad.
Batman and Robin was terrible.
Alfred all of a sudden gets like Lou Gehrig's disease or something.
But Arnold Schwarzenegger has the cure.
He's like, take two and call me in the morning.
That movie was so full of bad puns.
Oh, the ice puns are the best part.
Oh, man, that was a horrible
party. We're going to turn this into
This is what it's turned into.
This is really what it's turning into.
Reviewing bad movies.
We're also trying to figure out if a Batman Forever mug would be enough to kill a man if hit in the back of the head.
Well, and the news gets even worse now because the Flyers...
Oh, yeah. Let's get into that, shall we?
Well, the Flyers, I mean, it does. It gets worse.
I know it does.
Still only 27 goals on this season. Now, the
Jake
one thing...
Voracek, none still.
Yep. So the thing all along was, well, at least they're not the worst in the NHL. No, Anaheim has actually caught up to them. Now both of them have only scored 27 goals this year.
Two teams that are all about the orange and black are doing so bad right now.
It's just awful. Well, I think the key is that the Flyers have to score first. All 5 of their wins have come when they have scored first. They've gone 5-1 in those games. Every time the opponent has scored first, they're 0-6-3.
I'm not even buying into any of that crap anymore.
Well, no, because they have to score.
I'm not buying into any of that. Oh, the Flyers scored second. That means they're going to win. I don't believe any of that crap anymore. None of it.
Well, the other good news is that we're not the only ones who are pissed off.
I'd hope not.
Hextall is ticked off today, saying, accountability is demanded of each other and yourself. There's nights when it's hard to go out there and play. You don't feel good. You travel. You're tired or whatever it is. You know what? Too bad. You've got to get out there and play your ass off. Yeah. That's the old fiery Hextall I remember.
Well, I mean, also it's like kind of like logic's on your side. If you're getting paid millions of dollars to be one of the best at what you do at this sport, you are supposed to go out and play that well. And you know what? He doesn't even need to say that. That's how bad that is to me.
Here's the thing, and we've been saying it all along through every show so far, that this is a bubble team, that this is a team that may or may not make the playoffs. The problem now is, though, where you get really aggravated is they go in and play a crap team like the Avalanche. Colorado had nothing going for them this season, getting ready to go on a 7-game road trip themselves. And the Flyers come out and just have no desire whatsoever to play. And this is your first game home in 2 weeks. I mean, just what a slap in the face to the fans.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I feel bad for the people that actually, spent money to have to go to this game. You guys should really see the look on Ken's face right now.
Something just dawned on me as you said spent money. I realize now that...
here we go.
We live in central Pennsylvania. We did a show here in State College.
Yeah.
And we can't get the Comcast feeds out here. So we have to go out and we have to buy, Game Center or Center Ice.
Or you can stream from Grandma's Kitchen, which is what I do. Shout out to my friends at Reddit Flyers for that. They know what I'm talking about.
So I went out and purchased Game Center, just the team package. Ever since I did that, the Flyers have not won a game that I have seen. Every game that I've watched on Game Center, they've lost. The only game I haven't watched was the Winnipeg game. They won that. So maybe this is all my fault.
Wow. It could very well be. Does Game Center give refunds?
I don't know. I'm going to call them up, though.
Well, we should do that. We should call them up on the show and try to get your Game
Somebody
Center.
owes me $100.
We should try to get your Game Center subscription canceled.
I don't care if it's Giroux, Hackstall,
somebody.
Bettman.
Coatsy.
I want my money back. Now, Coatsy needs his money for beer.
He does. He needs his Amstels. Okay, so
do I attempt tonight to watch the game or do I not watch the game?
I mean, we have to watch for the show's sake, because we gotta take notes. We have to have some kind of analysis, even though there's nothing. Like I could fart into a microphone, and that would be more analysis than they're actually giving us to work with.
So,
Can't deal
but
with this anymore.
actually,
Dude.
I'm going to be very interested to see how this team reacts tonight because yesterday they had the supposedly what was a very hard, grueling practice. Hackstall really took it to him during practice, even saying that Hackstall said he approved of the way Hackstall was running things. So I'm going to be interested to see if they answer the challenge tonight. And they're going to have to answer the challenge against a very, very good Capitals team. Because if you don't come out and play tonight, you're going to get smoked.
You know what? Let Ovechkin match Fedorov's record tonight.
Yeah.
You know what? Let him do it against us. Who
Yeah.
cares? Honestly. That'll be the highlight of the night, I bet.
Maybe.
I bet you.
I don't know.
I bet you. You don't think that line with Oshie and Ovechkin is just going to take a dump all over the Flyers tonight?
Well, I don't know.
I literally have nothing to be optimistic about this game for.
Well, here's what I'm hoping. Mason will be in net tonight. Maybe he's going out there with something to prove because a lot of people over the last week have been saying, I think Neuwirth should be the starter.
You mean like the idiots on Facebook?
Well, yeah, some of those people.
Oh, Mason's terrible.
Yeah. But so Mason gets to start tonight. Hopefully the defense, you get Medvedev back tonight. Manning will sit, thank God. Because I don't know if I can watch him try to pinch in and miss the puck and then create an odd man rush for the other team anymore this season. It really just makes me want to bang my head against the wall.
I literally have no words.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do not know what to expect, but I do not see this team winning at all tonight.
Well, no, either do I. Caps are 10-4 on the season.
Barry Trotz has been doing a hell of a job with that team.
Yep.
And Ovechkin is still one of the best players in the league, and I still think he's a better player than Crosby. And he's going to come out tonight and put on a clinic.
I hope you're wrong.
I hate the Caps so much, but you know what?
Yep.
I've got nothing but respect for Ovechkin as a player.
Another thing working against the Flyers tonight, the Caps dropped their last game 1-0 to Detroit. One of only two teams in the NHL this season not to lose back-to-back games.
And I'm sure they're going to wind up doing fine. But, dude, it's like I'm just so pissed off right now. And I've never been like this.
Well,
on the show, ever since we started this back in June, I have never been this angry.
The only hope is that the Flyers play up to the competition. Every game this year that they've done where they've played the good teams, Chicago, the Rangers, Winnipeg, they've come out and they've played hard and they've won those games. It's, the Calgarys.
The Calgarys?
The Calgarys, like the Colorados.
Sounds like a 90s alternative
That's what I'm
band.
trying to say here. Just, you're driving me nuts. You get out of here, too.
No, you know what, dude? Like, honestly, like, and thank you very much, by the way. We're going to get to this in a little bit. We're going to do next question coming up at some point on the next show. We got a whole bunch of questions coming in. You still have plenty of time to get them submitted. I'm sure, just take tonight's game, watch it, process it, take it in, drink heavily. Who cares? And then if you have more questions, just ask us, and we'll read your questions on the next show.
Yeah, check us out on Facebook, on Twitter, on Reddit. We have posts up on all of them, and you can submit your questions.
We're running on a tight
there.
schedule today. I mean, this week has been hellacious at our job, and you know what? I mean, right now, I've got nothing. Like,
are we just going to even pass on predictions tonight?
I don't even feel. Yeah, no, we'll still make predictions.
All right,
fine. All right. I got to go with it. Flyers are not going to win tonight. The Caps are going to come out and they're going to win 4-1.
Oh, you had the Flyers scoring tonight.
Yes, the Flyers will score 8 goals tonight. Claude Giroux is going to score.
I think what you'll see tonight is a Capitals win this one over the Flyers 2-0. I think it's a 1-0 game late, and the Caps will put in an empty netter. I'm hoping they come out with a better effort, but I need to see it first before I really go all in and we'll pick them. But yeah.
I don't know.
I apologize. I'm sorry. This show is so negative.
I'm sorry too.
I don't want to be. We don't want to be that show.
This is how our show has always been very whatever, having fun. But like today, guys, I gotta tell you, man, I am just.
It's tough.
I'm just at a loss for words. It's like they say in Seinfeld, I'm speechless. I'm without speech.
Well, it sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
It does. All right. Well, hopefully we'll be back on, I don't know, maybe over the weekend.
We're gonna do, and maybe we'll do another like sticker or prize giveaway. We got to do something to raise our spirits here because this is egregious and it's insane and it's disgusting and it is anything but bold. That burp was more bold than the Flyers have been playing. Ooh, that was that tea coming back to get me.
All right, we're going to wrap this one up. Hopefully the Flyers prove us both wrong tonight, come out and somehow steal one over the Capitals. So let's go Flyers.
Check out FlyersBuzz.com and also FlyersNerd.com for some great stuff. Also, OrangeAndBlackPack.com. You can also follow us on Facebook as well. Shout out to all our friends and neighbors on Reddit Flyers and to everybody tuning in, no matter where you are, no matter what you're using to listen to us, SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, TuneIn, anything like that. We really, really appreciate it, and we're going to keep doing this show.
Absolutely. No matter how bad the season gets, we're going to keep doing the show.
Yeah. And angry today, and I wish I'd get bludgeoned to death by a Batman Forever mug. We're going to be okay, I think. I don't know.
Look, I posted
but we're going to keep doing the show regardless.
I posted this the other night on Facebook. We just need to be patient. It's bad right now, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So it's you just want to see a better effort out of this team. That's all I want to see. If you lose a tight game, and they played hard and it was an exciting game, all right, and you lose, fine. But the problem is, I mean, they're boring.
I know what you're saying.
They're not fun to watch. It's again, I apologize for the negativity on the show today, but I really just don't know where to go. At this point.
Yeah.
So let's wrap this up before I have a stroke.
And we're not even doing rage-inducing Facebook comments.
The team's rage-inducing enough.
Guys, I think Ken's going to die in the studio. Is this going to be the episode?
Yeah,
is this going to be the groundbreaking episode of
strangling
PHG?
Myself here with the mic cord
in the studio? That's going to be our highest-rated episode yet. We might actually get sponsors for that. It might be a bit too late. We'd like to set up a meeting with you and Ken.
I'm sure there's plenty.
That's going to be a bit of a problem. Ken's dead.
I'm sure there'll be plenty of people out there who are willing to step into my chair.
I don't know if
sit in my chair.
I don't know if I'd be all right with that. And then again, how many people would want to sit down in the studio with me?
That's true. Good point.
Yeah, please don't die. But at the same time, for sake of ratings and for the sake of possibly, getting some cash and Mazul for this, die. Fill out your will at like LegalZoom or something because I want to get cut in for something.
Cut in for what?
Of something that you got. I know you've got something.
I've got some gummy bears left in my office.
All right.
So you can have
How about your participation medal from the Flyers 5K?
Oh, that's a good one. All right.
Can I have that?
I don't know. You may have to fight my daughter for that one.
Okay, I'm not going to fight a child. I'll tell you what, real quick, though, there was a time I actually did want to fight a child. I was at a store once, and I was wearing my Green Lantern t-shirt.
Yep.
Guy comes up to me, this kid, he walks by, he's like, "Oh, I love your Big Bang Theory t-shirt." I have never been more inclined to strike a child in my life than right then and there.
All right. For Sheldon Robb.
Okay, you have crossed the line. Give me that cable. I'm going to strangle you with it. Say goodbye to Ken, everybody. This is his last show.
There we go. We ended it on a positive note. So that's good. We're having some fun here, Sheldon.
What color flowers do you want to have at your... What kind of suit you want to be buried in? Hey! This show just got really, really dark.
Just cremate me and just sprinkle me across the ice of the Wells Fargo Center. Mommy, why is that ice black? That's just Ken from the Philly Hockey Guys. All right.
I hate this team so much. Oh, my God. All right, we'll talk to you whenever.
Yep.
Enjoy the game, and we hope to talk to you again very soon.
For Andy Robb, I'm Ken Prell. We are the Philly Hockey Guys. Let's go Flyers tonight. Surprise us.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
See ya.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to like the Philly Hockey Guys podcast page on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at Philly Hockey Guy and subscribe on iTunes, TuneIn, and SoundCloud.